Community, here's what I know. When Black women convene, magic abounds. And for this reason, I know I need community with Black women more than I ever have. And yet, life's complexities can make accessing that community challenging. But I got you. Follow me. I'm Rachel Wiley, and I facilitate a virtual, no-cost, drop-in monthly community called Call and Response. Call and Response is a custom container in which Black women can witness, truth tell, reflect, and remove the residue of that which society tries to hand us every day that don't belong to us. Before I tell you about how the community works, I want to tell you how it feels. It feels like liberating your hair at the end of a long day. It feels like never having to explain why it hurts. It feels like saying exactly what you mean. It feels like memory, that you have the capacity for vulnerability, for humanness. It feels like coming as you are every time and knowing that you're held. There are things that we don't even have to say when Black women get in the space together. And there are things that we have probably never expressed that it's time to say. Call and Response has undergone a transformation. We began 2022 as a container for Black women and women of color. Halfway through the year, it became clear to the community and to me that there was a need for a dedicated space for Black women so that we can truly come as we are. And quite organically, the space transformed into exactly that. So coming as you are has looked like everything from letting tears flow without shame to taking out braids with the camera on. We just making it official. As we as Black women prepare to be our most well and most liberated selves, we must insist on centering ourselves in ways that our mothers, our grandmothers, our ancestors could not always. So this will be our path forward. What I want you to know most is that Call and Response is a co-facilitated space. I have a role, yes. The community also has one. My role is this. I offer lessons learned from my nonprofit career as an after-school educator, an executive director, and all the roles I held in between. I share original frameworks for personal and professional liberation to combat the influence of oppressive ideologies and cultures. I pose questions that we grapple with and come out on the other side of together. I hold space for reflection, emotion, vulnerability. Here's the community's role: to share their lived experiences openly and honestly, and to be a witness to yours. This community is like no other because it is different every time. Folks always remark, whether they come every month, once a quarter, or just once, that the conversation had was the exact one that needed to be had. So with that said, we look forward to holding you. Head back to the newsletter, find that register button. See you in February.